Keith Thurman says Sebastian Fundora was never on his radar. If this fight takes place, I still have my doubts. Why, out of all the 154-pounders, did Keith Thurman pick Sebastian Fundora? And only one thought comes to mind. Is Keith Thurman's loyalty to the PBC? Let's listen to Keith Thurman promote this fight. I don't own the rights to these contents. It's for educational purposes only. Here's Keith Thurman doing his best impersonation of Don King.
Cali, baby, you can drive to Vegas. Come out and have a good time. October 25th, man. Like I said, there's challenges, there's obstacles. I'm about to conquer Mount Everest himself. The living, breathing, walking mountain of a man this Fundora is. They like to call him the fire. You can put me in the fire. I've been 24 karat gold. Solid. No impurities in my heart. Blood, sweat, and tears. This is what I live for right here, baby. Championship boxing. World class. The top of the sport, like I said. If you don't like boxing, I'm gonna get you to watch boxing. If you like boxing, I'm gonna get you to love boxing. And if you love boxing, whoo-wee!
That was Keith Thurman King. Has it convinced you to buy the pay-per-view? I always said Keith Thurman would be a good boxing commentator, and now he would make a good promoter when his boxing career is over. But it's clear to me, Keith Thurman does not want any money. I thought he was still boxing for money, but obviously he's not. I'm sure the Turk offered him a very lucrative fight. The problem is the fight is with Bakram. But then again, I don't have him beating Sebastian Fundora either. Keith likes boxing from the outside. He's not going to be able to do that with a guy who's 6'5", 6'6", with an 80-inch reach. He's going to have to come inside, and I think that's where the danger heads for Keith Thurman. And when you think about it, Keith Thurman has turned down fights with Vergil Ortiz, Terence Crawford. He must see Sebastian Fundora as low-hanging fruit. He is sadly mistaken. He saw Brian Mendoza lay him down. He think he could do it. I don't know if Keith Thurman is a legit puncher at 154. I mean, you look at the end of his run at 147, he wasn't putting people down. When's the last time Keith Thurman had a knockout? I mean, besides Brock Jarvis, who was low-hanging fruit. I've said it before. I'm going to be very interested if this fight takes place of what Keith Thurman's game plan is going to be.
The thing is, if Boots signed to fight me, that doesn't mean I'm obligated. Like, I still, that's what I mean when I say, like, I'm not going to wait for anyone. Mm-hmm. Like, we were both offered the fight already. We said yes. And if both sides wanted it, then it would have happened already. Mm-hmm. People that said yes was my side. So now that he signed with Eddie to say that we're going to fight, like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You'd be happy for that fight, though, right?
I love that fight.
Mm-hmm. On a side note, I heard Mike Tyson and Mayweather will be doing an exhibition in 2026. And give you a heads up, as long as you keep paying for them, they will keep making them. Now we know between Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz, that drama going on, that little soap opera. Vergil Ortiz claims that Jerron Boots is ducking him and he wants to fight when he wants it. It's all types of rumors circulating this fight, but this fight's got to happen. Fight fans want to see it. And Jerron Boots Ennis said he will fight Vergil Ortiz in January. Vergil Ortiz says, there's no way I could fight in January when I'm fighting in November. It just sounds like to me they're marinating this fight. Nobody wants to fight anybody right now. And this is why Vergil Ortiz is fighting Erickson Lubin. I think Vergil Ortiz can beat Erickson Lubin, but the problem with that is too many low-hanging fruits. You will slip on a banana peel and we will not get the Boots and Ortiz fight. Look what happened with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That was one of the most anticipated fights in 10 years in the heavyweight division, and it did not happen. And this is why I do not like marinating fights. This fight should have happened at 147, but people were saying, no, they're too young, let's wait a little bit. When you look at Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns fought in their early 20s. Now, when it comes to Jermell Charlo ducking Vergil Ortiz, there's no surprise there. He's not going to fight Boots. He's not going to fight Virgil. He's only interested in fighting Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep it PBC. They just attached their names to the premier 154-pounders. It's looking more and more like we're going to get the Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz at 160. But we'll see. I hope it happens in 2026.
Is the power different at the weight that he's at? Like, because the fact
Yeah, now I feel it. It's different. When we spar, it's a whole different. But now he got the power. He's always had power, but now it's a different power, man. And he still got the speed and the movement, and Dilly is crazy, man.
So I know that the big concern people say is his hands may be fast, but the feet, do they match his hands?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His movement ain't nothing changed, man.
You know what's funny? When we talk about this fight, we always talk about Canelo's power because people automatically think Terence Crawford is not going to have any power because he couldn't knock out Madrimov. But you know who else couldn't knock out Madrimov? Neither could Virgil Ortiz. And they still consider Virgil Ortiz a hard puncher at 154. But Madrimov said out of his own mouth that Terence Crawford was the bigger and sharper puncher out of him and Virgil Ortiz. Now, him moving up 3 weight classes or 2, some people say, and carrying that power will be very rare. The possibilities are low. But like I said, boxing is a theater of the unexpected, so we don't know what's going to happen. According to Steve Cole Nelson, his power is much bigger at 168. And he also says it's going to be groundbreaking in the Canelo-Alvarez fight. One of the reasons I have Canelo winning this fight is because on paper, we know what Canelo brings to 168. But on the other hand, we don't know anything he brings at 168. We don't know how the footwork's going to be, the power, the year layoff, and the stamina. Now, I hear all these stories about Canelo can't be hurt, Triple G couldn't hurt him, Bivol couldn't knock him out. All these Superman stories. I think any man could be hurt. No one's invincible if you're human. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that. Is Bud the man to hurt him? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I don't know how hard Bud punches at 168. Nobody does. We're just speculating. But if he could bring power to the table, it'll definitely be a game changer in this fight. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Is it a possibility that Terence Crawford's power could surprise Canelo September 13th? Beezy, I'm gone.